So, Assalamu alaikum, Osama. You have done with your course, spoken English course, and today is your test day. And the first question is going to be, can you please tell me about yourself?
Walaikum assalam. Thank you. Yes, sure, I can tell you about myself. My name is Osama Bisharat, and I'm from Gujranwala, a city which is really famous for hospitality. Also, this city is famous for wrestlers. Many big wrestlers have come out to the world from this city. And right now, currently, I'm working as a tutor in a private institute because I have done my BS in biotechnology and I am teaching biotechnology right now.
Mm-hmm. That's fine then. Now, Osama, will you please tell me that why did you join this spoken English course?
Well, there was a couple of reasons for joining this course. One of the reason was that I was wanted to enhance my communication skills in a language which is my second language and I'm not a native speaker of that language. So, because I do understand very well the importance of communication, the ability to transfer your ideas, your thoughts, and communicate them to your audience, and also in the conversations in a team meetings as well. So, communication was the key reason for me to joining this course. And secondly, obviously, I'm a non native speaker of the language, so there were many flaws grammatically in the form of articulation, the cadency of speaking the language. So I also had to cover these flaws. So that kind of a course was really important for me, where I can practice and try to polish my skills and enhance my communication skills as well.
Okay, fine. What have you learned in the past few months?
Well, I have learned a lot from past few months. First of all, I think I understand the grammar of the language very well, and because of too much practice, I my confidence enhanced very much. Now I'm able to speak frequently and without, any nervousness and without any impression of that what would be if I would not be able to express myself and my thoughts. Because of that practice, now I feel confident to speak in that language. Also, I learned a lot about the articulation, the pacing of the words and the sentences, that how you can make your words more powerful by controlling the pace of your voice and of your sentences. So, how can be you more effective with your sentences and words? So, I am pretty sure I have learned a lot and it will help me a lot in my professional and personal career as well.
That's really good then if you learn something. Now, next question is going to be describe your favorite English word and why you like it.
Well, my favorite English word is till now empathy. Empathy is my favorite English word because I believe that it is a just a word of few characters, but it means a lot, and its context is really important to understand anything. Also, one of the reason I really like this word is that if we translate this word into any other language, mostly in the Asian languages, we have to write a long sentence to understand the meaning of this word. So also because of its surface meaning, I do really like this word that this word try to give us the relatedness with other people. So the word is not self-central, I would say. That word, actually try to give us the a feeling of selflessness, which is really important, I believe, if we live in a society with other humans are there. So yeah, empathy is my favorite word from the language.
Mm-hmm. That was very good part of the conversation. Now let's move toward part two. It's going to be, we did role play. So here we are going to take a simple part of that role play. It's going to be like at a job interview. And I will ask only one question, and you have to answer that question of a sports interview. Fine?
Yeah, sure.
How do you handle a difficult student or a difficult situation?
Well, in a class, if there is a student which is very difficult, so first of all, the first thing I would do, I will try to give him or her attention. I will try to engage with him and try to listen him what he has to say. And if he's still not behaving very well, then I will try to, scold him a little bit and try to ask him questions so he can feel more engaged with me. And if the scenario is too bad that he is just in that feeling that he is not going to behave in the class and also is going to disturb the whole class, then I will let him go from my class. And after the class, I will talk to him and try to resolve the matter that why he was behaving like that. And second, in terms of a situation, I usually prefer when a difficult situation came to take a step back and see the situation very closely that what are the actual key parts of the situation, the difficult parts, and how can I resolve them. Let's say, for example, uh, there's a situation created that I argue with my friend, and we were both in the mood of anger and emotions. So after this situation, I will try to take a step back. I will see the key parts of the argument, that what was the reason we were clashing, and when I will find it, I will call him, text him, and try to resolve the matter that why he was behaving like that. And after that, I will just forgive and now move forward.
Mhm. Very good. If I evaluate it, fluency, you basically your spoken was natural, no pauses over there. Pronunciation was clear and accurate. Grammar was accurate and yeah, valid also. And on the basis of vocabulary, you used rich vocabulary in your sentences. And confidence, mashallah, very good, very confident. So all the points are going to be five, 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 and five, and five. No deduction. Now, Osama, I'm going to share a picture here. Am I audible to you, Osama?
Yes,
Osama,
ma'am.
can you?
Yes.
So, here is a picture. Now, what you have to do, you simply have to describe me that what is happening in the picture, who are the people, and how does the picture make you feel. You have to speak only 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay, ma'am. From the bottom to the top, there are names of the persons, if I'm right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. So in this picture, it is a picture of a garden where there are 7 people, and 4 to 5 of them are children, maybe aging from 10 to 20, 10 to 15, 16, maybe. So one of the youngest children is painting, and she's painting a fish. Beside her, there is a dog who is playing with another boy who holds a football, and I hope he used to throw this football, and the dog try to chase it and bring it back to the boy. Right from the dog, there is a girl who is holding a kite, and she seems to play with a kite. There is Eva who is reading a book beside taking a seat behind the front of the tree. And next to it, there is another girl who is trying to cut the fruit from the trees, and she seems to like having a great time there, trying to have the fruits from the tree. And lastly, there is a person, is also a young person, who is holding a guitar, and I see he is trying to come at this play area, and he will practice his guitar. So in this picture, all of the persons seems to have fun with their activities, and it seems like it's their enjoy time. They are having great fun, and they are enjoying being at the garden.
Thank you so much, Osama. Your test was well. We have done with all the activities. Now I will share the result card with you and also a certificate, inshallah. So, okay, Osama, thank you so much.